Hello everyone and welcome to the Spirits Within Us. My team's here and creators here. Any negative energies that are being sent to the channel, to myself or to you the viewer, I transmute them into pure, unconditional love, light and healing energies for our minds, bodies and souls. I send love to those who are sending it, and I hope that they find joy, peace and harmony within their hearts. So, I've been guided to use a few different decks today, but we will use the tarot to open it up and then we will see which deck we're going to go for first. Okay, so we have the Sun as the first card out, and the Moon, and the Death. So, okay, what I'm getting from this is obviously the Sun is everything, you know, it's connection to, it's the light, isn't it? It's the Sun, it's the, you know, all the planets, it's balance, it's harmony. The Sun, it also reminds me of the Magician cards because, you know, on this card you can see it's like as though he is a magician there, or she, the energy there. And they are in control of the universe. They're in control of their own life, their own destiny. They know exactly what they want from life, and they just, you know, they are an alchemist really. They can alter and change perspectives at will, and that's what I get with that card. Then we have the Moon card, and it's, you know, the Moon is also, I mean, it controls water. You have the water there, the aspects of the Moon, things could be being done in the darkness, being held and kept away from someone, things like that, you know. And then we have the Death, which is death to a situation basically. So what I'm just picking up straight away from these three cards is that you, the viewer, you're very, you know, high vibrational, you're very connected to everything. You've been going in the light codes from what's been coming down on the planet, from the Sun and all of that. You've been getting all of that. There has been something that has been going on behind the scenes, and there was basically a death to this situation. So firstly, I'm going to use the Carl set, and we're not going to read the old card, but we're going to see who is around you and who is with you, who guides, inspires, and what they have to say to you today basically. So for the Sun, we have El Mora, awakening presence. So what I'm picking up from this is, in the past you were awakening to the presence within yourself, you know, to the universe. You awaken to know that the universe is you, is a part of you. Creator Source is inside of you and is a part of you. You have protection, you have love, and you've always had protection, you have always had love. And he is around you because he comes wearing the cloak of protection and of love for you with El Mora. And then we have the Moon, and we have Freya, which is phases and cycles, and that fell on top of the Moon card. And you see the Moon is behind her also. There is beginnings within every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. So there was some situation where I believe you was going through an awakening, and because of this awakening, everything was being revealed to you basically, and you started to see all the people, the places and the things that were actually doing things to harm you, to keep you in lower vibration, and, you know, to not to let you move on into your divineness, because basically when you go through an awakening, you open up to the divine and you open up to the source creator which runs within you, and you become one with him. and with the universe and with everything, basically. So you was going through an awakening, and there was something being done. And then we have the death, and we have the green Tara, supreme protection. So you are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. So there was a death to some situation, and the cords had to be cut to this. Now, green Tara, she's very earthy, isn't she? You know, she's one of the earth mothers. She's a protector of nature as well. And she brought in a supreme protection because there was a death that had to be brought onto a situation that you were going through. Now, she came in and she helped cut the cords to this, what was going on under the moon behind your back, basically. Now we'll go back to the sun, and we have Commander Ashtar, call to action, and that is also fallen on top of the awakening presence with Elmora. Now, Commander Ashtar is obviously one of the light beings, and you was being called to action. You were basically being activated into your divineness. I believe that you are a star seed, and it's got take change, lead by example, walk your talk. So you were actually being guided into your awakening. You was having a presence around you to awaken you, and one of those was Commander Ashtar, as you are a light being, as you are a star seed, yeah. And these energies are what are connected with you and bringing all the love and the vibration of different realms and universal platforms of existence, basically. Now, with the moon and Freya, we have Lady Porter, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. So, yeah, and that fell on top of the moon and Freya with phases and cycles. So you were going through something at the time, and you were basically going through an awakening. I believe you had a person, a place, or a thing that was around you at this time, and they were doing things underhandedly in the dark, basically, to stop you in your elevation. And obviously you've got Freya, who was bringing in the phases and cycles and the protection to, you know, bring these things to light, to move you forwards in your progression of your awakening, basically. Lady Portia says, you know, do what you feel is right. So I believe that you understood the lessons that were unfolding in this situation, and you moved because you listened to Creator. You was already connected. You'd already been through, I think, a lot of awakenings, to be honest, and this was just another awakening, another lesson that you had to learn. I believe it was to do with somebody doing things like underhanded, ain't it always? And it was, I think, one of the major lessons that you had to learn. This may have been a cycle that you've repeated many, many times, and you did. This time you actually saw through all the illusions. You could see exactly what was going on because of you being a divine being, a starseed, a light worker. You know, I know the light worker card ain't going to come up, but you know, we'll see where we go. A starseed light being, you know, as they are, as you all are, and you were being guided. You were listening to the divine. You were listening to the call, and you heard the call, and you basically moved away from the situation of the moon that was being done to you. And that's when the death came in, and you would then add supreme protection because of the moon and the things that were being done to you. And under the death we have Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So yeah, you went through a major awakening, a major change in this evolutionary ladder of your existence on this planet, and you woke up to what you actually came here to do. You have protection of Horus as well, and I do believe because you are one of the ancients, you're very ancient basically. You've been here a lot of times. You were more than likely an Atlantean, and you more than likely were around the times of the pyramids when they worshipped the god Horus, because he's bringing in, you know, the cosmic gateway, opening up your mind to your galacticness, to all the places and time that you've actually existed in other realms, whether it be the earth realm or, like as I said, you're a starseed on other planets basically. We have with the sun, the holy amethyst with divine alchemy, and I did say that you are an alchemist. Move beyond current challenges, focus to what you deserve. So you were having challenges, there were challenges in this awakening, and I believe that you knew exactly what the challenges were. You were trying to awaken and you were getting a lot of interference basically. So, you know, Holy Amethyst, she came in with divine alchemy. She came in to bring you the power to alchemize and to understand that these energies that were around you at the time, that they had no power and no control over you whatsoever. And that is why she was brought into the equation to give you the understanding of your alchemic abilities, to be able to change and to move into different realms of existence, to avoid what was actually going on. And you was awakening to who you truly were and understanding a lot more about yourself basically. With the moon, we have Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. So yeah, about this situation, the stuff that was being done under the moon, it's got trust is being revealed, deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. So yeah, you were going through your awakening, and I do believe you had someone, a person, place or a thing that was around you. I do think it was a person basically. It was trying to keep you in the dark about something. So you were getting downloads, and you had the understanding and the knowledge and the wisdom about what was going on. You knew exactly what was going on. I don't think this person actually knew you. They didn't actually know who you are. The way the cards have fallen, I believe you are some sort of cosmic or galactic, intergalactic royalty. You could be of ancient, you know, like I was saying, the Atlanteans. You've lived many lifetimes. You have been in many different existences and places in time, and you awaken to all of that. You awaken to your true potential. Over the death card, we have Master Buddha, increased awareness, deep connection, trust your inner voice. So you trusted your inner voice. And I'm going to add this to this with the death, that as with Master Buddha, we all know about what his main role, what we all associate with Buddha is karma. So, excuse me. So because of these things that were being done under the moon, and there was a death to this situation, and because the death was brought to the situation, then Master Buddha actually did step in, and he started bringing in what we call karma, you know, or God's wrath, whichever way you want to speak it and see it. And there was an awareness with you. You become more aware of your actual self, of your actual being, of who you are. I believe that you allowed your higher self to take over, and you became at one with your higher self, mind, body and soul. Going to the sun, we have the Holy Spirit, expect miracles. So yeah, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So all along to the situation that you had been going through, and all the situations basically, because you are the sun, you shine bright, you're luminous and beautiful from inside out. And the Holy Spirit was around you at this time, and there was miracles being put there on your path, because you are a miracle worker. That's what I believe. You've came here to this planet at this time to perform miracles upon the earth, and that is exactly what you started to do with the power of alchemy. And you had the call to action, and you did it, and your presence, and you awakened to it. Then we have the moon, and we have Bridgie, inner strength. So yeah, at this time you found your inner strength to move out of this situation. And I believe that because it was a moon, there's 2 moons there basically, and we've got all ladies here, so it's very divine feminine energies that are going on. Move back to wholeness, recognize that you have the power. So at this time you did realize you've got the flame here, which she's got the red flame, the flame to burn away all of these illusions and deceit and betrayals that were being put on your path at that time. She came in and she gave you the inner strength, the wisdom and the knowledge to understand that now it's time to move on from this situation. And that is what you did. You moved on from the situation with the Death card. Oh gosh, we've got a word where I can't say again. Kuzamani, I think. Cloak of wisdom. You already know the answers you seek. Trust what you know. I'll give you the card so you can read it. I hope you can read it backwards. So you at this time, once the death was brought to this situation, you had a cloak of wisdom and the truth came to you because of Buddha. I don't believe you had any karma. You'd already done it. You were on your last awakening basically, and the people who was doing these things to you, they received karma. You had a cloak of wisdom, and also you've got so much protection here as well. And you already knew the answers that you seek. So all the wisdom and all the knowledge has always been inside of you, always been inside of you. You knew everything about the situations that had been going on. You're very intuitive, very intelligent, and you listen to Source, you listen to Creator, and you listen to your team on a daily basis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Angels of Atlantis cards, and we're going to put another 4 on top of these, because it's just basically giving you some of the feeling, the wisdom and the knowledge to understand that this is what was going on. But you do know what was going on, and it's just clarification really, to be honest. So we'll pull some of these, and then we'll close the reading out with the tarot. Okay, so on the Sun we have Sandalphon, with intention. So you always had an intention, you always went into prayer, and you always connected to your inner and higher self. You're very emotional. I believe that your emotions have always been on key, on point. This is a key part of your intuition, is your emotions, because you're very intuitive, but you're also very intuitive because of your empathy. You're very empathic, and you do feel, see, experience a lot that others don't because of your empathy. Excuse me, nose is itching. So that's what I'm getting there. And with the moon, we have Raphael with Earth Force. So yeah, you connected. You connected to the ground. You connected to all the wisdom and all the knowledge that was there and already set there before you. You were connected to it all, and you were listening to everything that was being told. You knew all of this that was going on, what was being done in the darkness behind your back, basically. And you connected to the earth and your art, and you had the force of the earth with you. And then we have got the death situation with Samuel, with beginnings. Because of the death, obviously you had new beginnings. The death was brought, and you was brought into the new beginnings of it. And it's again a very watery sign. We've got a very, like I said, emotions. You are a very empathic person, and you use there walking away, into the distance, onto your own path, new beginnings, your new adventure, without any of this drama that had been following you, basically. Over the sun, we have Sandalphon with evolution. So yeah, like I was saying before, you woke up to you woke up to all the different places, dimensions, and parts of existence that you had already been in. I do believe that you have always conveyed with all of your spirit team, and and knew exactly where you came from, and you always had an inner knowing. But on this time, this awakening basically that you were going through, you were seeing it, you were being shown it. I do believe that you had a Kundalini awakening as well in this awakening, and it was like, it wasn't the first one, I believe it was one of many, but this was a major one. This was a major one where at that time you decided and you allowed your higher self to lead you and guide you out of the situations that you were actually in. With the moon, where the things were being done behind you, we have Raziel with intuition. So yeah, you listened to your intuition, and your intuition was right and always is right. You knew what you were seeing. You knew what was being done. And I believe you told these people, places and things, I know what's going on and you don't understand who I am. I believe you told them. They knew what you told them, but they didn't believe who you were. They didn't understand who you were. You connect. You connect with everything. You connect with Source, Creator, all the energies. You do a lot of meditation, and you're here to save the planet and heal this earth, basically. But you knew your intuition was bang on, spot on. We have death, and because of the death, we have Raphael with cleansing. So we had the new beginnings and the cleansing. So you went into a new beginning, and you was cleansed. You were being cleansed of all of these old negative energy cycles, what people were bringing in, people, places and things that have been being brought into you to stop you basically on your evolutionary journey. So yeah, you have the cleansing. The cleansing came in with Raphael. We have Sandalphon with planetary cycles over the sun. So look at all the sun cards, all the connection with the sun that we have here. And you're someone who is very connected to all the cycles. I believe that you can, because of you being of that an highly empathic nature, you can sense the different changes in the weather and the smells, the sounds, the frequencies. Because I'm reading the frequencies, but you feel the frequencies of the planet. Each time that planetary body moves into your sun sign, your birth sign, you get not just your birth sign, but all the signs that you have different feelings and emotions. You connect with the planetary bodies. They play a vital part in you, and they played an absolute vital part in your emotions and your awakening. Now we move to the moon card with Raziel and dreams. Yeah. you were having dreams. Your dreams, you've always dreamed. You've always dreamed. You've always known. I do believe that they were trying to affect you in your dreamland, your dreamscape as well. But you were always being protected. You had always been protected. So because of you having such a good intuition, you were aware of this. And I believe that you'd go and protect yourself before you were actually in your dream state over the moon. We also have over the death card, Zachiel with surrender, and you did. You had new beginnings, you cleansed and you surrendered. You surrendered basically to the alchemy of your soul, of who you truly are, and you gave yourself over to Creator Source, the universe, and you became one with Creator, one with Source, in union, in harmony, in peace, in love. You just gave yourself, you know, and it came after the dreams card, and the surrender is, it's, to me, that's like, you know, floating astral projection. So you do a lot of work in the astral realm also, in your dreams. That is what you do. You do a awful lot of work in it. Over the sun, we have Raziel with retreat. I believe that you've been on retreats, or you do run retreats, or this is a future possibility for you. This is something that is clearly in your mind, that is what you want to do with your awakening. You want to share the knowledge that you brought from the beginning of your creation, basically, not just on this planet, but I mean the spark that ignited you into existence from, you know, the Big Bang, when everything was created. Because we have all existed since then, and because we've lived in cycles all the time, continuous cycles, this is what's happened. You awakened from the cycles, the matrix, basically. You awakened from all the traps and the snares that have been put there from generation and generations. You did all your ancestral healing, and this is with the retreat. You also went in, you done all the healing, not just for yourself, for your ancestors, for your team, for everything, for the beginning of your creation. You went and you did all of the healing from the beginning of your creation in the retreat time that you were spending. But also don't forget that you are going to be doing some sort of retreats, retreat venues, going to retreats, basically having a really peaceful, loving life and sharing your knowledge with others. On the moon, we have Raphael with communication. So yeah, you were all up for communicating what was happening in this situation, what was actually going on, being done. It could be at this very moment in time. So you were communicating all of this, of your knowledge. You were sharing and letting these people, places and things actually know that you knew, that you were actually switched on to your intuition. You knew what you were seeing in your dreamscape, and you were communicating this to them. But basically, you know, you've got a lot of people there. I think they were communicating what you were telling them to others, and this is what was happening, that they were basically communing with others. What should have just been a personal and a private communication between you two as beings. You were supposed to share this, the knowledge and the wisdom with each other, but they didn't want to, basically. That's what I'm getting from that. Because of the death situation, you know, that had to end. All of that had to end. It basically, this moon situation was just an interference. It was just something that came to stop you from awakening to who you truly were, because you are going through an awakening. I believe you've always had awakenings, and these people, places and things were just like fleas on a dog's back, basically, just there for a little itch to scratch for a while until you got rid of them, and that was why the death was brought in. We have Sandalphon with love. over the death. So you are love. You exist in love. You know love because that is who you are. You came here to be love, show love, experience love. And this is what these people, places and things were basically trying to stop. They tried to stop your awakening into your true potential to be love, to share love, to feel love. They didn't stop you at all. It just gave you a bigger heart because you closed the door to this situation with the death because you understand there wasn't any love there. You knew there wasn't any love there. So you opened yourself up and allowed the love to pour in from, I believe you're a creator of some sort. So you're sharing your love in the best ways that you know to be sharing. And that's why we have the communication. You could be, an influencer. You could be a magician, a poet, an artist, someone of creativity, basically. And you sharing the love and the knowledge and the wisdom from inside of you. And it was basically, I think it was always destined for you to share yourself with the world. And you'd always been on this journey. You had always been a sharer. You had always been someone who would communicate. And you have always been someone who knew exactly who you were. These people, places and things were just an interference and they wasn't supposed to be there, but they was, and you actually learned a lot from it. I believe that because of what was done, it allowed you to understand the dark side and the light side, and it helped you to bring both of them into union in you, in your very existence, and it helped you to balance your male and female aspects as well. So on that, I'm going to close the reading on a tarot. So I'm not going to shuffle them again. There's no need. Over the sun, we have the wheel. The wheel is yours because you are an alchemist. You are someone who has gone through a lot of major awakenings. You'll probably have more awakenings to different people, places and things, But you're very highly thought of as well. You have all the, you actually have the awakening presence with Almora with you. You have Commander Ashtar with you, with call to action. So you are a star seed, a light being. You have divine alchemy. So you are the alchemy, and it is brought to you from divine, from the divine, from Creator himself. You have the Holy Spirit. You can work miracles. You are a miracle worker, and that is what you were born to do. You have intentions. You set your intentions, and you actually knew who you were and what you was here for. And, you was just there on your awakening journey. You were evolving. You were evolving into something so gorgeous and beautiful. You understood that every chakra is a planetary system, and you connect with every planetary system inwardly and outwardly of your body, and all of your energetic connections to your body and around your body. So you've always been connected. You went in and you understood exactly what was going on. You may be running retreats or going on retreat ventures for this year to come, and you have the wheel. The wheel is yours, basically. And then with the moon card, we had Freya, phases and cycles. So this was just a phase and a cycle that you had to go through. You had to learn and experience. It was divine order. It was preordained that you had to go under these people, places and things that were doing deceitfulness to you, basically. This is a part of your journey and for you to learn, because you are an empath and you had to learn about this. You was having downloads and understanding. You knew exactly what was going on. You had the inner strength to walk away from this situation, and you connected to the earth and you became one. You've always listened to your intuition, and in this case you did listen to your intuition. They were trying to get in your dreamscape, and you communicated the fact that you knew everything that was going on and being done to you, to these people, places and things. And on that card, the Justice card has fallen. So like I was saying, you balanced all the light and dark, and this was basically divinely orchestrated for you to wake up to your male and female aspects, for you to wake up to the light and darkness and to balance it within you. That is why it was such a dark period in your life, because you had to understand the darkness to combine it with your light to become truly one, to become who you truly are. Then we had the Death card. So basically it was a death to everything, and a death to everything that, you know, you moved on. You know, there was a death to that. You had supreme protection with the Green Tara. You have cosmic gateways were opening for you with Horus. You have connections to the pyramids, to ancient civilizations. I've also just got the Lemurians, actually, so you could be of a Lemurian descent. And I also was saying about Atlantis earlier. You have Master Buddha with increased awareness. So you were aware, your awareness has increased through this. You understand now the principles of karma, of divine justice, of God's wrath. You understand this, and you know, you were aware of it, basically. And these people, places and things will now be, I think you were on a little mission for Creator. You weren't just for you to wake up to understand, but I believe this was one of your missions to expose these people, places and things for who they truly were. And that is what you were doing also. It was more of a double mission, you could say. You had a cloak of wisdom, and I think you were aware of this. You were aware that this was a mission. So this is why you let this, I believe you let this continue for a while, because you had to learn. And until you learned, you know, you just carried on with it, and you did exactly what you did. You had new beginnings. You had new beginnings because you basically fulfilled your awakening. You fulfilled this mission that Creator had put you down on this planet to do, to awaken your light and dark. So you did that, and you had new beginnings. You became an all new being, an all new beautiful you. You cleansed. You actually cleansed yourself. Anything, any attachments, any negative attachments, energies, any toxic behaviours that you were going through, that you have been through, you know, you did all the work. You actually did all the work. You cleaned, you cleansed. And I think you're still doing it now, because this journey never ends. Once you go through an awakening, it's just an initial awakening. It's like I say, you've been through many, and this was an awakening to the darkness and to the light and to balance. So you cleansed and you surrendered. You surrendered to Creator. You surrendered to Source. You surrendered to the universe, and you became one with it all. And you became one with love, because you are love. You were born to love. And we have the Hermit then. So the Hermit is Creator, love, what I was saying. Yeah, so I'm going to close that reading there. I hope that you found some peace and solace from this, and a deeper understanding to the things that you have gone through, and knowing that they were just there for a reason, basically, to awaken you to who you truly are. It wasn't your first mission, and it won't be your last mission. So from myself, my team and Creator, we wish you unconditional love, light and healing energy. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.